our next speaker, we have a military whistleblower in the house. So Sherri Saunders is a, you got some fans over here, Sherri. Sherri Saunders is a civil rights leader from Birmingham, Alabama. In May 2000, she was honorably discharged after 8 years of military service as an Army combat medic with the 75th Combat Support Hospital. While working in civil rights as an activist, she has served as a federal whistleblower, witness in 2 federal civil rights lawsuits over workplace discrimination from 2001 to 2006. In 2011, she graduated from Huntsville Hospital Corporate University Management Leadership Program, working there from 2008 to 2013. Currently, she works for the State of Alabama Military Department and leads activism in DHR/CPS corruption and vaccine awareness. She's also heavily involved with cannabis and psilocybin. See, I didn't go to that university that you did, so. Psilocybin mushroom research through her Native American church, ONAC of Inner Light of Warrior, Alabama. In collaboration with UAB University, Sherri Saunders also serves as the #Vaxxed military whistleblower. Please give it up for Sherri Saunders.
How is everybody doing this evening? I feel like I need to do a set, like I'm on stage, and I need to do some stand-up, because we've had some horrible, horrible information given to us. Hey, son. Yes, sir. I want you guys to know that that's my buddy right there. His name is Jacob, and he has autism.
Well, not autism. Vaccine damage.
You have some vaccine damage. Stand up, Jacob. Stand up, Jacob. I would like for all the children in this room, if you can, if you're vaccine injured, please stand up and congratulate yourself and everybody else for being here today. I'm glad that you're here. We are needing to speak about the civil rights, not only of these vaccine injured adults, but we need to speak about the civil rights of the vaccine injured kids, and you want to speak about the civil rights of these siblings that are with their vaccine injured brothers or sisters. How I would like to start this out is to say this. We have in this country a situation where not only are our children vaccine injured, their siblings are vaccine injured because they must live their life differently from what they had expected the day before that shot was given. These children are living in a country where they are giving no support. And I apologize if I'm going to go straight into preaching and not let y'all clap, because I feel like a civil rights leader, and I feel like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X is speaking today up here at this podium. I am not only from Birmingham, Alabama. In my family, in my lineage, I come from the King family. My grandmother was a king. Her forefathers was the Vice President of the United States. His name was William Rufus King, and he owned plantations in southern Alabama, Selma to be exact. So what I would like to speak about as a civil rights leader from Birmingham, Alabama, who is a vaxxed military whistleblower, is this. How I would like to start is with our children. We are here today because our children are injured. But our children that are not injured are living a life because they have to live in this dangerous situation of not knowing what is going to happen tomorrow, if you're going to get puked on right now, if little brother is fixing to have another stroke, if little sister is fixing to have another seizure. Our children that are not injured as much by these vaccines as their siblings live a life of terror because they don't know when it will happen to them. Does anybody feel me on this right here? At the culmination of this, and everybody has spoke this afternoon, if there is anyone with any time, I would like to ask for you at the end of the event to sit and listen to what Miss Miss Anita has to say. She has prepared some words for what it's like to be a sister, an older sister to a brother with an injury. What it's like to be her is what we need to also include when we speak about these kids that are injured. We need to include the family members. In the last 24 hours, I was able to live again in a small hotel room with a family with a vaccine-injured kid. Thankfully, my son, who's vaccine injured, is not as injured as other children. He has ADHD. He has migraines. My son is legally blind. But when I get to live close with someone who must live every moment of their life for what the child has to have, the vaccine-injured child, I saw very clearly what it must be to be you parents. I don't accept that my son is badly vaccine injured, so I sometimes look past it with his ADHD, his failing grades, the fact that I had to pull him out of public school due to the bullying that I'm sure kids like my buddy Jacob and these other kids in this room must go through. As a civil rights leader from the state of Alabama, it is my responsibility to speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. When I started this, and Terry LaPointe, if Terry's here, Terry LaPointe there she is. Folks, give her a hand. She is with medicalkidnap.com and Health Impact News. When I got started last September, meeting the VAX organization, I went to Birmingham, Alabama with Terry LaPointe. We went to ask for VAX help. In the state of Alabama, we have a situation where if you have a child and you unluckily run across someone in DHR, the chances are you're going to lose your child pretty immediately. And so in our conversations, in my investigations, in her writings, the book that she helped contribute to, you will hear many stories of children that were taken from Alabama families and then forced vaccinated and then an injury resulted. The children were taken originally because their parents had not vaccinated. So when the child was given to DHR, CPS, y'all have several different callings of this over the country. So when I say DHR, that's the Department of Human Resources. CPS, Child Protective Services, which is the most ironic name I have ever heard in my life, because a vaccine does not create immunity, and Child Protective Services has not created a safe environment for one child taken from a safe home. How can you do this to our children where if a parent decides that they do not need to give a vaccine because it is in the best interest of their child, we're going to take the first opportunity as the government to come into your home, we're going to take your child, we're going to force vaccinate that child, and then I'm going to write myself a check for $36,000 a month, which is what they usually bring in per child when they bring them in. Your child is money. When the state of Alabama takes an infant from a mother, and in our state, if y'all been following Medical Kidnap, if you've been following anything that I've done, we have had cases where, I mean literally, they pop it off of the breast. The mom is told that she must give the baby immediately. They won't even let them finish the breast milk that the baby was trying to drink. And when that mom has her baby taken, and if she was going to be a breastfed baby, that's over with, because they will not accept your breast milk because it's unsafe to be traveled with. It's unsafe to be given to foster parents. It is okay for the foster parent to beat your child. It is okay for the foster parent to harm your child. It is okay for the foster parent to collect that money each month to keep continuing to lie to your child. He is going to tell, and they are going to, I said he, I meant she. I usually say the moms do it. I don't see so much the fathers doing the mean stuff. So dads, I'm not getting on you too much. And moms, I hate that I'm saying what I'm saying, because there's fine moms in this room. But I'm fixing to say something that's going to be highly inflammatory, and it may piss you off. I hope that's okay. One of the things I'm going to say is this. I understand that there are families that have made wrong decisions and that their children should not be with them. Perhaps better decisions can be made, and in the future they can be reunited, which is the best thing for these children. But when we have situations where people take children and the first act as a new foster parent is to file paperwork with DHR in your county to change the name of the child, you have got to know that it was never about the safety of the child. The DHR CPS system is a new way to achieve an adopted baby so that you don't have to pay $70,000 for it through the open market, so that you don't have to go to Japan and take that child. In the state of Alabama, we take children from teenagers that have been raped. That is what we do in Alabama. I am angry, and I stand before you today to speak about the rights of our children that are injured, of their siblings that must live the life as if the child themselves was harmed. They don't have a disorder, these older siblings or these siblings that are not vaccine injured. They have a misorder. They were given a chance in life that no one else was given. They had to grow up instantly and take care of their brother and sister. They missed everything that they ever wanted to do. That is not a disorder. That is a misorder, because it was given to you in a situation that was never meant to be. I have 1 minute. So let me finish by getting back to talking about vaccines in the military. And I will say this. I am sorry that I went straight into DHR and what it must be like to be a child, to grow up with a family member, but it was spoke to my heart. Within the last 24 hours, I have seen things that I must speak about, and that is, it is difficult for these children that have siblings. And so we must not only fight for the injured child, we must fight for the injured siblings that must live and grow in these situations. And to finish, after I went viral with a video in September, I was reached out to by many people. I was reached out to by a CDC whistleblower, federal whistleblower witness who, just like me, testified in a trial in federal court and talked about some bad vaccines in 1991. She also worked for the Army and the NIH. She has a lot of skills. She has a lot of information. This woman came to my home and stayed for 2 weeks in October. I was able to take the medicine that she brought me to get past the disease or the virus or whatever it was they sprayed on us and made us sick with in Atlanta. This product that I'm about to pull out of my pocket, I want y'all to know, is called Tetrasil. In 1957, this product was patented as the cure for HIV right before they took the virus vaccine to Africa and inoculated many Africans to create a crisis that we would call HIV. That is the patented product, AG303, that is otherwise called silver ozone or Tetrasil, as it was patented with. This product, in collaboration with this product that is also called an energy water, it's a sodium silicate. Between these two products, if you take them, which tastes like water, this tastes like pond scum, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest, it tastes bad. Just swallow it. Just swallow it. When you take these two things right here, any virus that was given to you in a vaccine on the herpes line, which is most viruses as they create them on the herpes line, because herpes allows for, I'll let the scientists explain. Herpes viruses are in these vaccines. This is what kills the herpes virus in the vaccine. This is what you can use to take to kill the vaccine that you took 10 years ago. Then you're left with a body vaccine-free as far as the replicating RNA and DNA proteins in your body that continues the disease process. That's why an autistic kid, when he turns autistic right after that shot, by the time he's 18, his face, his body, his arms and legs don't look nothing like it did when he was 3 years old. Your body changes to the disease as the protein writes itself on your RNA and DNA. This product right here I spoke about to Senator Luther Strange. I also spoke to this about Congressman Robert Adderholt, who is in my district, the 4th Congressional District of state of Alabama. And with that being said, I'm going to be asked to leave the stage, but I wanted you guys to know this. I am not done talking. I am not done advocating for you folks. I am not done finding information like this that people would probably want to kill me for. I say my name is Sherri Saunders. I live in Alabama, and you better bring a bigger gun than me, because I tell you what, thing I want to say is this. Yesterday, in a visit with my congressman, Robert Adderholt from the 4th Congressional District of the state of Alabama, I was able to procure for him this. He will make a phone call to the National Guard in Alabama and say that you need to listen to Sherri Saunders, that she has a great idea. It's called a vaccine exempt opt-out bill for our military, and he will back it. No more will our nation's military be put into a situation where when we go to war, we are sick when they get here. Let me tell you something before I walk off this stage, folks. There's a reason why they want our soldiers sick. It is because they don't want us to win. And this next war that we have is a war that we are supposed to lose. So if we go out there with sick soldiers, we will not win. This they knew about. This they knew about, and they lied to us the entire time. I want you to know I love you. God bless America, and God bless all of these families in this room. Thank you very much.